Welcome to the highlights show for week 29 of the Masters. 3 ultimate pool professionals in this group: Jimmy Croxton, John McAllister and Phil Parkin. Craig Dixon is the challenger in the group and he'll take on Jimmy Croxton in our first match. John McAllister and Phil Parkin will do battle in our second match. Let's get straight into the first match then, and it was the pro Jimmy Croxton that made the fastest start, winning the first 4 frames. Craig Dixon did get on the board in frame 5 and has the break in frame 6. Over to your commentators, Stephen Jameson and Will Caldwell.
Wowee!
What a break that is.
That cue ball went as high as I've ever seen it. That is crazy.
What a break that is. He couldn't have caught that any better. Well, that's the break of the night right there.
I mean, I've watched a lot of pool played on this very table. I don't think anyone has ever hit the cue ball higher than that. That went into orbit. That cue ball's come down with snow on it, I think.
Well, look at these yellows as well.
Yeah.
Just when you're maybe feeling like you're shut out of the match, all of a sudden.
Yeah, not over yet. And do I detect a hint of a swagger around the table?
Yeah, he's a nice little quick player, isn't he? When he gets going. Lovely.
That is quality from Craig Dixon. That is the real deal right there.
All of a sudden, a bit of pressure on this break now, isn't there? And he's not caught that well at all, and he's going to go dry again.
Well, three dry breaks now for Jimmy Croxton, and I will say on this one he can't have many complaints.
No,
Didn't catch those nicely at all.
No, just you watch the cue ball there. It's whenever the cue ball comes down the table, you know that it's sort of skimmed off the pack, if you would. But these yellows again laid out really, really nice. And all of a sudden, Craig could be right back in this. Not a great first shot though. Not sure why he needed to move that yellow. Every ball had a pocket there. He could have just played on it. If it still goes to the middle pocket, he's got away with it, but I don't think it does. Well, he can pot him, can't he? But if he can just tidy his cue ball up a little bit. Well, he's got away with one there, I think. Tried to move the yellow near the red. Sort of flicked off another yellow, and he's still got a shot. But he's going to have to come up with something now to get this yellow out, because these have got to go.
That they do.
So he's going to look to come round off 2 cushions here into the yellow. But this is going to come down to a little bit of luck as well. I think he's just checking if it goes to the top right pocket. And judging by the way he's played it, it does. Looks tight.
A big shot.
Looks tight, but as I've found out many a time in this commentary box, that overhead, very deceiving. This is going to fly in the middle of the pocket, isn't it? Oh, he's cut across it. It did go.
Oh, it was tight. It was tight.
Yeah, I think if you look at that angle again from behind them, it did go. And at first glance, he's not left Jimmy an awful lot, but it's an easy safety option, which he's going to take. So, Craig, what have you got in your locker?
Oh, what a shot.
Goodness me.
And he's not on the 8 ball. Oh, that's
wow.
painful.
Of all the places I thought he was going to play that, I did not expect it off the jaw. What a shot.
That's one of the shots of the tournament right there. And it is brutal that he is not on this 8-ball. That is a stunner. Can he find a way to back it up? If he does, it's one of the greatest outs we've ever seen. Long odds, he's going for the swerve. Oh, go on. Oh, my goodness. Craig Dixon, that is the definition of the real deal. Two absolute worldies, back to back. Have a bang on this, first of all. Incredible shot, absolutely as played, and just holds up behind the red. And at this point, Craig Dixon thinks, well, it really just isn't meant to be. Have a watch of this. That's an unbelievable dig.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Jimmy Croxton is smiling through the pain. Craig Dixon takes a little bit off this break.
Red's going to drop as well.
And here he goes again. Well, the difference a few minutes can make.
This game has just come to life, hasn't it? It was looking all but done, and all of a sudden,
Red ball's in play.
Craig looks a different player.
Well, I can understand why, because if I'd have taken that out, I'd be swagging around the table as well.
That was just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, the social media team are all over that one. So just going to this finish now, he's probably look to drop the red in closest to the 8-ball, leave a nice angle, and he'd love to be on this red to the last red to the centre pocket, but I don't think he's got the angle to get there now. So we might have to try and play this from distance down to the bottom right. But when you're feeling confident, you'll feel like you can pot anything.
Well, he will feel like he can pot anything right now.
He's played that really well. Just drop this in. Bump this in. You can even use the yellow as a bit of a bumper.
Well, from 4-0 down, Craig Dixon looked absolutely nowhere.
Well, he's just overplayed this now. He's not happy with himself. He's actually played that too well. All of a sudden now he's not got a shot. He's looking at coming off the cushion here. Or, I mean, if he chops this off the yellow, it's thin.
It was.
Is it there?
It thought about it.
So, James, an opportunity to get back to the table after what's just been a barrage from Craig Dixon.
Oh, Jimmy will be so delighted just to be back at the table here. Looked for all the world as if Craig Dixon was about to go 4-all. This finish isn't guaranteed for Jimmy. He's got a couple of awkwardish balls. He's got the means to land on them comfortably, but after the way the last few frames have gone, all of a sudden the pressure of this match is just slightly altered the other way. And you wouldn't blame Jimmy Croxton for feeling a little bit under it here. And I think that's the best shot he's ever played. Straighter on that ball than he wanted to be. Yeah, big pocket, and that helps open things up as well. He'd have probably loved that yellow to have stayed on the table, but beggars can't be choosers. That yellow stays on the table. Jimmy Croxton is already sat in his chair, 5-3 up. May just have a shot to play here. He's gone into it. Oh, what a good shot that is. Bit of a gamble that, but very well executed. Mentioned those two balls around the middle pocket were awkward. They'd need a bit of a solve. And Jimmy Croxton has done just that. And goes 5-3 in front. Oh.
2 quick clearances put Craig Dixon back on level terms at 5-5. Jimmy has the break with 12 minutes left.
Jimmy Croxton finally finds some success on the break.
Yeah, he's been screaming for a ball, hasn't he? And lovely layout as well. Just an opening plant here on the yellows, but after that they're all there. Well, I don't think he was expecting the yellow to stay so close to the middle pocket, because now he hasn't got a shot. Yeah, he's not happy. So, big shot needed. Mighty thin. Don't think it clips back. No, it looked thin.
Well.
Well then, Craig, for the first time in the match, you've got a chance to take the lead. And you've got to say, Steve, from 4-0, he's probably been the better player.
Yeah, absolutely has been. No doubt about that at all. These are there now. He's done his work. Well, almost. This is the only shot really remaining. Get this right. 6-5 up. And on to the 15-second shot clock we go.
Yeah, it's going to be all about the transition from this red to the next red. Needs a bit more pace.
He needed a bounce there.
Yeah, it's always going to be a tough shot.
Yeah, he didn't quite have the line, did he? Now then, kick shot.
Not again, surely.
Not to be.
Jimmy would have been looking on.
Yep, with a little bit of nerve.
They're the sort of shots, though, that he's been playing where it does make me think, does he come from 9-ball? Because obviously a massive shot that they do play in that form of the game, you know, the kick shots, and does play with an awful lot of side on the ball as well, which you do see in 9-ball. Jimmy will just be a relieved man at this point here, because I think he felt it was all but destined to go behind in the match. And with 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes remaining. Big frame. But it will be Craig's break next.
For the lead back.
Jimmy won the next frame as well to go 1 frame away from victory and has the break in frame 13.
That'll do. And Jimmy Croxton has a good chance to go and win it. Yellow's the ball. That's a lovely first shot. Really, really good. Spot that on a 15-second shot clock isn't easy.
No, there's not many players that can see them that quickly. Got great vision in the game, Jimmy.
Well, if you... Oh, well.
I say, he says he's just rushing. He says he's seen the shot, but just rushing slightly, which can be forgiven on a 15-second shot clock, but he got away with it again, hasn't he? Look where he's left the cue ball.
Yeah, I don't think Craig can make a red here. I think he's got a plant and that's it. And the plant's not easy.
No, it's not. Yeah, it wasn't easy, but well, unless he's not left anything. I mean, he's even left this yellow to the top.
Yeah,
top
Jimmy's
pocket
fine
if he
here.
wants it. Won't take it. Just swerving a little bit though.
I think he just wanted to get out.
Yeah,
And he's played a good shot there. That's a lovely shot. Oh, danced with that red ball a little bit. But he's fine. And the Joker advances 8 frames to 5. Thoroughly entertaining match, that one.
On to our second match, Phil Parkin taking on John McAllister to see who will play Jimmy Croxton in the group final. The opening 6 frames were shared. We joined John with a break in frame 7.
Oh, almost got kicked in off. That would have been very tough. He is going to go dry, though. You can feel a little bit hard done by there. John McAllister hit those pretty well. So Phil Parkin gets a route back into the match.
Extension call.
Well, it's been far from an explosive start to this match. And it's toed and froed. And it's just got the whiff of one that might just go the distance. Phil Parkin hasn't followed through there as he would have liked. And all of a sudden, these yellows are tricky. And he's got to work this out.
Well, John McAllister could be in with a sniff here. Well.
And he certainly is. John McAllister smelt it, and now he's got to dealt it. Or something. It's a nice shot to open up that red. And the two on the left side of the table now actually connect okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit stinky before, but opened it up nicely. So, big chance for John to take the lead here now. Phil will be kicking himself.
Yeah, it's just been the control of the cue ball for Phil. It's not been as tight as he would have liked. Just let a couple go. All of a sudden, John is creeping into this match. Patterns are always really nice from John McAllister, usually pretty faultless. And so he's been the way here after that good opening developing shot on this red.
Yeah, John's going to trump Phil in this frame.
I'll certainly be hoping so. Yeah, cleanly done. I just wonder if Phil Parkin's going to feel a little bit under the pump here. Measures that one, controls it. Almost just lets it slip out more than anything. But doesn't make a ball. And John McAllister gets first opportunity again.
Yeah, not the nicest of layouts for John, but I think he's got a back double here. And this could be a key shot in the frame, really.
Extension call.
So we've had a good look at this one. It's there, and got a nice angle now to come back down the table. So great chance here for John to potentially open up a two-frame gap. Well, I'm not sure whether he's tried to just nick the pocket there, but well, a bit of a wanted side on the cue ball, but unexpected miss from John. So, chance for Phil to get himself back into this.
It's been a bit of a strange game for that.
Yeah, sort of both players have been at the table, frame at the mercy, and sort of unexpectedly let their opponent back in. There's a great opening shot from Phil. Gonna need to solve the problem with this red on the right-hand side. Does pot into the middle, well, it does pot into all pockets except the one he'd love it to pot into. So, might choose to move it now. I'll play on it. Just unfortunate, just overran. Might still be able to sneak it back, but it's thin. Cue ball's going to be running towards these yellows.
I don't think you can take it on now.
No. So key shot here for Phil. He's going to track up the table here, pop this red to the top right corner, leave himself an angle. I don't think he's got it. If he was anywhere above this red, could have just tracked nicely down the right hand side of the table and would have had a nice red into the bottom left pocket. But now it's the wrong side of the red, and he's going to have to really force this in. Well, you see he's digging down. He's going to come back off the side rail. It's a great effort, but going to come up short. Still got a shot. Can play this off the yellow, but with doing that, he might knock the yellow towards the 8 ball.
Is he looking at cutting it?
Yeah, he is. This will be some shot. Yeah, it was always tough.
Yeah, really, really, really tough.
Well, another let off for John. Both players not completely at it tonight. Jimmy Croxton will be watching on.
Potentially got the angle to go into the yellow and 8 ball here. Well, if he did play it, he was a little way off it. He's got other options. Missed it by such a long way, it makes me think it probably wasn't the plan. Screw into it here. Have the yellow in the middle of the table as insurance. Oh, he's judged that well. He's judged that lovely. Very, very tidy from John McAllister. He's just shown glimpses of his real quality in this game, but that's all it's been. It's been glimpses, because there've been moments that have been almost markedly different. You know, there's been sloppy misses and little moments, maybe lapses of concentration, not too sure.
Phil Parkin did get the next one on the board to get back within 1, and he has the break in frame 10.
You'd think from with 3 frames behind, he's going to get a yellow.
Going to get 2.
Actually, I think the reds are nicer than the yellows. But has he got an opening shot on them? Okay, he's got a long red. It's just a tricky red into the middle as well, but that might actually force his hand here. That red is not nice. So he's going to take the long one. Straight in the pocket. Such
Queuing.
a great cueist is Phil.
That was proper queuing.
Probably actually cued it too well. Yeah, he's left it a bit awkward. And he's not going to get away with it either.
Oh, another twist. There's been plenty of them.
Yeah, he actually played that first shot too well. Left an awkward cue ball. Probably could have run it on slightly, but he wanted to make sure of the pot. Not a certainty, this clearance though for John.
No, it isn't.
They do all go. So it's going to be the yellow to the top pocket. May choose to top it through. Wants to ideally be on. Well, he's got away with one there. He's flicked the yellow at the top of the table. And the cue ball, so the yellow's still gone. And he's still got a shot. Now, the yellow, the bottom of the table is awkward. Well, he obviously didn't have a pot. So he's opted to go safe.
He'd love to have been stuck on that red. Just wonder if this 15-second shot clock is going to have a say in the outcome of this match.
Great shot from Phil, great vision.
Oh, that's clever. Very clever.
Yeah, it's going to go close, this match. I don't think we're going to get to a conclusion.
Yeah, not in terms of the scoreboard, I agree. That's not the best shot Phil's ever played. He's still digging, though.
Away with it. Yeah, I don't think any player really is comfortable with 15 seconds. There's a handful in the game that are. But
Yeah,
creates dramatic moments. What a great shot that is.
Yeah, that's
Tracks
not
all
bad.
the way out. This is good. This will be a brilliant finish from where he was when he came to the table. Just wants to be as straight on this red as possible. Just let the cue ball do the work. Drop it in. Simple 8 ball.
Strokes it home. And we're going level, folks. 3 minutes on the watch. 5-5 in the offing. Eight ball and cue ball in motion.
Well, nothing's going to drop, but what's he left at first glance? At first glance, he's not left anything.
Extension call.
Maybe he has a plant on the yellows. Big first shot here for Phil. Mate, the yellows, it could be a match winner. And it's there.
Well, this is now a huge visit to the table.
Got the perfect angle to bump out his bad yellow as well here. This is hold your nerve time for Phil Parkin. Well, he's bumped
Easier
it
said
out.
than done.
He's bumped it out. I'm not sure whether he's got a shot to the middle. Yeah, and he just keeps potting at this point. That's all you can do.
Yeah, he'd love to get that cue ball under control at some point, mind.
Yeah, it's not just that at this point. He's going to needs to ensure he leaves a nice angle to get up to that yellow at the top of the table, because if he doesn't, well, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Could we be heading for a 6-red shootout? He's gone for the pot.
If it blocks the 8 ball, it's clever.
Well, John.
Oh, the odds of a 6-red have just shortened dramatically.
Well, 1 minute 20. These have got to go, John. But they've also don't leave any time for Phil.
Reds are very, very tricky here.
Yeah,
the one at the top of the table is awkward. The 8 ball is awkward.
Well, he's just made it even more awkward. I think he's going to have to accept 6 reds unless he's got something really special in his locker. Got to be careful here, John, because now he's not got a shot and there's still enough time for Phil.
Yeah,
He
keep
really
that cue
got to
ready,
be careful.
Phil.
This could, I think he knows as well.
He should use the extension here, and he has. That'll just about kill the clock.
I think he knows.
Yeah, he's going to use every single second here. He needs to. Has Phil got time? 13 seconds. Skates on. There's one.
Yeah, he's snookered himself. It's going to be a 6 reds.
Well, text your pals. Get them tuned in to Ultimate Pool TV. It's 6 red shootout time between Phil the Power Parkin and the curious John McAllister. That's a nice break. Really nice break.
Yeah, these are all there for him here.
This should be a quick time. Can he keep this one home? Yes, lovely. That's super, that from John McAllister. The best one he's ever done. Round about that 23, 24 second mark. He needs to start stopping that cue ball, and he can now.
Yeah, this is going to be close.
He's flying around the table. This will be close. Just steady yourself a little bit here, Phil. Don't have to rush. He's still in with a shot. Is he going to knock it in? Oh, he's got it. Phil Parkin flies in the 6 red shootout and beats John McAllister to secure his spot in the next stage against Jimmy Croxton.
Phil Parkin will take on Jimmy Croxton in our group final, and it was Jimmy Croxton that made the faster start once again, racing into a 4-0 lead, and he has the break in frame 5.
Jimmy makes a ball and a chance to go 5-0 in front.
Red ball's in play.
Yeah, Jimmy going all out attack here. I think he's realised it's time to put his foot down on the pedal. Phil Parkin looking on, he's not really done an awful lot wrong. Yeah, and the Joker is not messing about.
No, he should be sailing here into a 5-0 advantage. You just start to get the feeling that it's not going to be Phil Parkin's night.
Extension call.
Yeah, from the highs of the 6 red shootout, it feels like all the momentum's just swung to Jimmy straight away in this match.
Yellow Yellow balls in.
5-0 is tough to come back from. 6-0 is just about unassailable. It's going to be the plan for Jimmy. The risk with that was that yellow was always going to dance with that red. And is there now a little bit of an opening? For Parkin.
Well, so far, whenever there's been a problem, Jimmy's been able to get himself out of it. But he's going to have to pull out an absolutely massive shot here now if he's going to stay at the table.
Yep.
If he gets out from here, this has the contender for shot of the night.
Oh, not a chance. Not after what we saw Craig do.
Maybe not shot of the night,
Yeah.
but escape of the night.
Yeah, we'll call it second best finish of the night.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether he's not. Here we go then.
All right then, Joker. What we got for us? Stop it.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. We've already seen
I'm-
Craig Dixon pull a rabbit out of the hat. Jimmy Croxton's tried his best to match it.
I'm going to stick with what I said. If he gets out from here, this is a contender.
Can he get the 8-ball tracking towards a pocket? There's your answer.
Well, Craig Dixon, you can breathe. We can breathe a sigh of relief. You've still got your title of finish of the tournament.
Yeah, just. Great effort from Jimmy Croxton. Super effort on the yellow. He's a little unlucky to end up behind that red, but it's not how he can. It's not how he should view it. And make no mistake, Jimmy should have been out there. You know, the plant was a good option, but it wasn't managed as well as it might have been.
Yeah, well, Phil's just got to take every frame as they come here. 5-0 down. Just get that first one on the board and go from there.
Still plenty of time in the match. It's a good 30 minutes.
Yeah, time's on his side, but he's got to hope for chances. Good response from Phil.
Well, all you can do is just keep knocking at the door.
Phil finally on the board, and they would share the next two frames to make the score 6-2. We join Phil Parkin at the table halfway through frame 9.
He's just chose to dial it back a touch there. There's still enough time for Phil here. He doesn't have to go completely gung-ho. You know, if he loses this frame, he loses the match, so he does have to be a touch sensible. That's not ideal from Jimmy. Got to make those. Does Phil have a route to open up the bottom half of the table? I'm not sure. I think your answer is given there. Well, has Phil got that red on?
I think the red's on, but unless the red...
I think the top one of those reds goes to the top right, you know. I
Yeah,
think Phil might have a
maybe.
route out.
Yeah, possibly. It's going to have to be really, really cute with his cue ball. Well, it definitely goes now. Unless he's stuck on the... If he's stuck on it, he's unfortunate, but he's still got a shot to the top of the table.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got to be really precise here.
He's still got to open up. I think the bottom red may be able to play short position on it, but I don't know if it goes to this bottom right. It's tight.
I think it does. I think it does. This overhead continues to amaze me. How it always appears like a ball doesn't go, but I think it passes to the bottom right. But he's not going to get on it now because he's not got the angle. So it's going to have to come into it.
Oh, what a shot.
What a shot that is.
What a shot, Phil Parkin. Wow. Oh, the great shots tonight just keep on coming.
Yeah, he's not out of the woods just yet. Got to navigate his way around these yellows onto this 8-ball. But what a shot that was from Phil Parkin. Yeah, great shot. Well controlled. As he's to get this 6-3, and we'll just have a look at that shot again.
Oh, it was an absolute belter from the power. Back within 3. It's 2 frames in a row, needs plenty more. But this was a hell of a shot. Oh, brilliant. Really good.
A break clearance from Phil Parkin allowed him to get back one closer, but Jimmy won frame 11 to take himself 1 frame away from victory. Phil Parkin has the break in frame 12 with it all to do.
Well, he's not going to get a ball, so
This is Jimmy's Croxton's chance to win it.
Yeah, and the yellows look really nice. Nice opener to the middle. Unlocks the frame. Barring a mistake, this could be over.
Yellow ball's in play. 15-second shot clock in play.
On to the 15-second shot clock we go now as well. This was the only real key shot, and that's okay.
Yeah, just got to mind your work now. See out the match. Nothing stupid. And he looks fine.
Oh, it's been quite the night for Jimmy Croxton. But in the end, the Joker is going to get it done. Jimmy Croxton is in to the next stage of the Ultimate Pool Masters. Dispatches Craig Dixon and Phil Parkin in the same night. Phil with another super performance, but it's Jimmy who gets over the line.
So it's Jimmy Croxton that goes through to the second stage of the Masters. If you'd like to watch this night back, then you can. It is all on ultimatepool.tv. Or if you're looking forward to next week, then this is what we have. Olu Bale and Adam Basu are the 2 Ultimate Pool professionals. They're joined by Andy Mayer and Gaz Royds in week 30 of the Ultimate Pool Masters.